So, something's changed, and I'm not talking about my new model. By the way, if I see a single person in the comments saying that this is not a one-to-one scale replica of me, it will make me very sad. Oh wait, before I say anything else, I should probably say who I am. Hi, I'm just your average Fox-obsessed British game developer that's trying to make a game before I'm 100 years old. Now, as you can see, as much as I loved the old name, I think this name suits it a bit well. Oh, but wait, you can't see what it is. Wait just a second. There you go, I'm sure that's exactly what you were expecting me to do to let you have a better look. There you go. So anyway, now that I've said who I am, now let's see what I've done to this beautiful game. Right, now first things first, I think we need a sexy new camera model. Now I know a secret trick to make models really fast. So first things first, we have a sexy cube. And so now all we need to do for this secret to work is go into edit mode of the 3D software of the cube. Then you need to select this face, and it has to be this one, otherwise it won't work. And then you need to scale it by exactly that much. Now if it's a single pixel off, it won't work. And now you need to close your eyes, and no peeking. There you go, you have a new sexy camera model, and I definitely did not do this off camera. That is simply impossible. Right, let's get this in the game. There we go, welcome to the train wreck. Right, now all I need to do is set everything up. Hold, please. Just 1 second. Gotta make sure that it's perfect. Right, well, while I was working on sexy camera in the office, I was wondering, what's the point in a sexy camera if there's not a sexy office to go with it? Right, let's just fix that real quick because I'm not really immersed right now. Right, let's just fix that. Much better. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling very immersed right now. And you know what? Seeing as how I'm making one room, you know what? I'm not stressed enough. Let me just make the entire rest of the goddamn house while I'm there. Oh, that's fine. My mental health's fine. Oh, what a lovely house, but I'm feeling lonely, so let's fix that real quick. There we go! There we go, now I'm not lonely. Alright, now that I'm less lonely... Oh my god, he's asserting dominance. Excuse me, young fox, what have I been telling you about sitting down? Ah, much better. What's the matter? You're looking a little stiff. Well, at least one of us is stiff. Also, where did your eyes go, young man? Oh, I just hate it when I just lose my eyes just casually. That is really terrifying. Let's have a closer look. There you go. Have fun sleeping tonight. Oh, now that I got a T-posing sentient fox in my living room, I'm gonna treat it like I do with most of my problems. Just walk away and pretend it doesn't exist, and hopefully it will sort itself out. Anyway, I gotta show you the fully upgraded and possibly working camera system. So here we are. Now, I've changed it slightly, so now each one of the cameras is by default they're in their normal state. But if something a little bit quirky happens on one of them, like they'll go to a triggered state, and also they'll move off the screen. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Right, now let's look at the new secret cameras. Now, these are numbered, but that's just for testing. They won't be numbered in the game because you'll only see one of these cameras at one time. Basically, when the game's running, it will choose one of them randomly. And these cameras do not have a triggered state, so you're going to have to actually pay attention to them. But obviously, because I'm special, I get to see all of them at the same time, because I am special and you're not. Now, nothing really has happened to the actual cameras, apart from I had to move some of them around because I moved the rooms around. But the two... Like, now I've made the two final cameras. One of them's the caves, that looks basic for now. But one is the open air. This one is the biggest one by far. And while I was messing around with the like camera moving in the last intro for my last devlog, I was thinking, fluff it, some cameras can now move, and the opening one is the only camera so far that can fully rotate 190 degrees. And if you're curious just how big the opening camera is, here's the house, and here's the whole camera. Right, now that you've seen how the game looks now, I would like to say a few things before this video's done. Now, I know what the title says, The Last Devlog. Well, that's not technically true. There are going to be some showcases of features that I want to show, but this is going to be the last proper full devlog. Now, before I talk about that, I want to tell you how much of a pain this thing was to make. So, originally, this video was scheduled to release on my birthday, the 20th. But I obviously didn't want to work very much on it during my birthday for obvious reasons. So I only did about 1 hour, roughly, of work posing this sexy man in front of you and other minor work. But I underestimated how much effort this will take. So I did a bit of work on my birthday. Then tomorrow I had to work for most of the day. Well, technically, all of the work, all of the video where it's looking around the house, that was all done yesterday. But I ran out of time yesterday because of work and other things. So now we're on today, where I'm doing a lot of work at once and hoping my mental state is sort of stable. So anyway, that's enough of my personal life that I'm sure you don't give a flying frick about. Now, I'm sure you're wondering when this game's gonna release. Well, I've got the trailer planned for vaguely at the end of September. Although technically, between you and me, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. And then the actual game is gonna be released sometime around October, hopefully. It's definitely going to be released before Christmas. I've got 3 big projects planned. That was a tongue twister. So I've got 3 big projects planned. Some of them the files have already been created. Some of them are just vague ideas. But all of them are definitely going to exist. And all of them are going to be a lot bigger than this game is. Now, one of them, if you know me in real life, and I think I know 2 people that are definitely shout at me for telling you this, but one of them is codenamed The Mall, and the best way I can describe it is a FNAF security breach-like complex, but I've put my own spin on it. And also, even though the project it was a thing before this project even existed, I decided to tear it down and reuse some of the code in this one, because back then, and I wasn't a very skilled game developer. I'm not really skilled now, but I'm better than I was then. And instead of trying to update all of the code there, I've decided to delete it and build it again. Also, fun fact, the movement code from this game is actually from that game, and also some of the models are too. Now, the other 2 don't technically exist right now, but they're probably I guarantee by the time that you're watching this video, the future me would have probably created them, is probably working on them right now. But the 2 of them is one of them's well, they're really secret right now, but the best I could describe them is one of them is codenamed Fluffy Learning. It's more like a classic mascot horror game that everybody mascot horror is one of those subjects that either everybody some people love and some people think it's a bit stupid. But I'm making a version which I don't think any one of them to date has never done. And I'm not going to go into too much detail because that deserves a devlog on its own. But I'm planning on having it taking place during the day and not just in like a generic like factory or place that's just been abandoned for no reason. No, this one's going to be taking place during the day and when it's active. So I think that'll be not a headache to make work at all. And the third project I'll be doing is what I think is possibly the first mascot horror game set in a theme park. So anyway, two questions. One, how did you get in here? And two, who? Oh wait, I know you. You're the person that single-handedly, completely reworked the whole of Garden Band to make it a bit more scary. So anyway, what have you been up to this fine evening? Because I haven't checked up on you in a while, surprisingly. I was just telling my viewers about this really original idea for a game that I'm gonna make. Hey, whoa, this is my video. What do you think you're...
Hi there, and welcome to Indigo Park! The world's most innovative and engaging family fun experience! Jump into the world of your favorite... Wait! You're our first guest in 2,920 days, 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 38 seconds. Congratulations! I'm Rambly the raccoon, and it's my job to make sure your experience here at Indigo Park is the most fun it can be. Let's get this place back in business.
Oh, I see. So you're telling me that somehow we've managed to come up with the same idea, even though we, like, I don't know that this existed until a few weeks ago when I was busy with something else. Then I decided to check up on the old guy, and turns out that he's made a mascot horror game with a similar idea to me. Well, isn't that quite a coincidence? Well, I have two options. Either I can rush this out before his, which, judging by the fact that he's got a trailer and mine doesn't technically exist yet, I think is highly unlikely. I just I can mention this now, and then when my version of it comes out, when everybody's rioting saying, "Oh, you've copied him," I can go back to this video and say, no, we just happen to we're just two gentlemen that happen to have a similar idea. So anyway, that's that game. So anyway, now that I've explained how, technically the two other games are still original. It's just that one game that we just happen to have the same idea on. So anyway, I gotta go cry in a corner for 6 hours. So anyway, see you later. I've got to go. Peace.